pets, welcome back. Today we're looking at a new game in early access. This is Ostranauts. In this game, you play as a individual who goes out and scraps ships. Your job is to go out, scrap ships, bring it back, make a little bit of money, and try and live a life as long as you can. You can do a lot of things in this game. You can get extra crew, you can get larger ships, you can find certain ways in life. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a new game. I'll do a little more explaining as we go. I'm going to do this character here, doing a save slot. I've played quite a bit of this game. I have somewhere around, I think, 15 or 20 hours or more in the game, and I played it over several different phases. This is currently 0.8 is the current expansion. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a character first. Sync. Open the sync up, and we want to do a girl, as always, and just randomize us here. What looks good? Let's go with this one. We'll go with this one here, and name Weasley. No. Paige Cabe. Good. Box tree. Now we have our career. The career kiosk allows you to do your background. Now, as it stands, we only have basically one career. That's near the shipbreaker. Prisoner is supposed to be an option, but honestly, I've never figured out how to get this one working. It shows that it's an option, but it's really not. Game goals, open your inventory, review. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We'll do those in a minute. Anyway, the career kiosk. So, we're going to do the shipbreaker. It's going to ask you a series of questions. This develops your backstory. This will also develop your skills and connections and starting money. Kind of an important thing. So, in the case of here, we have hazardous occupation, we are age 19, we have a name, we have a location, we have a net worth of $100. We have chosen the career of shipbreaker, which means we're going to our job is to break down ships for a living. No big deal. Skills and attributes. So we have the shipbreaker skill, we have spaceship engineering, and we have CRG operations base. So in this case, we have hazardous occupation, allowing salvage pilots lights and red tails. You're under thrust, the engine sends you spiraling away. So we have a choice. We can hack the engine, which will give us the hacking skill. Take the stick, which gives us the piloting skill. Or troubleshoot engine, which gives us an engineering skill. Well, let's go ahead and do the piloting skill, because that's useful. Alright, next scenario. Shady way to make some money. Take the risk or no thanks. Let's take the risk. So in this case, we gained nothing, except a connection. Connections allow you to do different things. So sometimes they'll allow you to get in and out of trouble. Sometimes they let you sidestep a conversation or get special privileges. You know, different things they can help you with. Now this one here is the so heavy lifter with her spade apart. Something could try. What is this, a Hydra? See inside the Muria Intake Regulator. An Apex Function company is technical improvements on its. So depending on how you answer this depends on how it's going to come out. I usually just I try and smuggle these things out. It usually works out better that way. You strip out the part, hide the RFD tag and the wreckage, and junkyard, so on and so forth. So we've got a new contact. Here's how this works out. We have a new contact. So we got a new criminal contact. Enemy was a law enforcement officer. So we made an enemy, we've made a friend. Now we have how we're going to spend our boredom time. This one's always the best one. Maintenance is always a good idea. It improves your... If you have EVA suit, then when you're out doing maintenance work, you have less chance of being like stressed out and stuff. Pick their pocket, hack them. Let's do a hack. So we met an enemy, and we got some money. This one here, labor broker, job barge. Cut a hole, force the lock, mislabel the crate. Let's mislabel the crate. So we got a new friend. And, okay, so this is our first ship, the makeshift salvage pod. It's a custom model that was a box sled. Salvage designation, they call it a salvage tug. It's a death trap waiting to happen. However, right here, it has a mortgage of $4 million. So I took out a loan for $4 million to make this scrap heap and slap it together. We are going to continue our career and see what else we can get, because this is not a good starship. Yes, we can continue the career. Occupational hazard. Let's go with wreck the engine. Okay, mechanical engineering. If you get this pod, there are ups and downs to this particular pod. One, this pod has 0 cost. So there's no mortgage, it's all yours, you can do whatever you want. Downside is, this is not a full living pod. It has no air circulation, it has no heat, it has no cooling. It's just a cargo container with a navigational console, just what it sounds like. It has a navigation station and a couple of RCS thrusters bolted on, and that's it. It's a risky start, but you have no expenses. We're going to continue to clear that. Let's see what else we can get. We use street smarts here. Okay, so we gained a bunch of money. And now we're done. In this case, we've got the official salvage hunt. This is a legitimate ship. We got a mortgage of $6 million. So we have to pay $17,000 per shift. It's a lot of money. Consider it's 4 shifts in a day. It hurts. But it is a legitimate salvage pod. So you don't have to try to replace it right away or expand it. So we'll go ahead and take our ship. We're now the owner of the pod. And this is our work history. So we just go over here and say submit. We go into the next room. And we're going to check our inventory. See what we've got. What do we have? Up squad. We have a pressure suit, a helmet, PDA, and a phone. That's it. Okay. So not very useful. Let's go to healthcare first. This is where we can set up our traits. So I have -4 points, so I need to either remove some points or I need to add some more negative traits to bring us back up. So negative traits take you down, positive traits bring you up. I'm going to remove. See, I'm high 4 points. So I either need to add some negative traits or remove some big traits, some upper traits. If you, depending on how you answer the questions in the questionnaire, these traits will populate. So I'm gonna go with, let's remove leader. Because we're not gonna be in a scenario where we have friends. And we'll go down and remove slow metabolism. Or ambitious. Let's grab ambitious. That's only 1 point. We don't need to be ambitious. The majority of the scenarios are not worked in yet, so right now it really doesn't matter. And then we're going to go to our ship. Now, before you go to your ship, I always recommend doing, putting the helmet on, because you don't know what the scenario of the ship is, and it does warn you. Now, we are now finding our first trailer. Confirm. Now we are in our pod. As you can see, we have. I didn't sell anything off, didn't buy anything. Okay, that's fine. We'll live. So this is our pod. This is the battery. This is the heater. This is the air conditioner. These are our RCS thruster fuels. This is our RCS thrusters. These are here, 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 and here. Our navigation console. This one is the O2 pressure. This is the thermostat. This should be an N2 pressure. I don't see one. Back here we have our O2 tank, but no N2 tank. We need to add one of those. And we also don't have a depressurizer. Okay, that's fine. Not a big deal. So let's go find ourselves a navigation station. And find ourselves a wreck. Get rid of that. This is our standard display. So we can change our controls for RCS or map. So I can move around the map and see what we've got here. Let's do this one. And I have our RCS controls up here. This is our ship labels. You notice how this one's got 4 little labels and it's got the name of the ship. You can set it to just names or just call signs. I like call signs, personally. The fast forward, don't bother with this. It's not really useful. Tracking mode is on the ship or on the target. There are uses for that. That's how the map follows. So if you turn this off, it's just going to drift. Because the camera stays put, but the rest of the world's actually moving. Focus on the target. Focus on Barry. Nope. And I think we're good here. This is future, long range courses and so on. So let's go ahead and use ASWD for movement and use Q and E for rotation. Clear. Being we're right near the station, we're going to have a lot of people coming in, so the proximity is really not useful. Now, what we want to do is we want to actually increase our time. You can increase your speed or you can increase your time. I usually do an increased time because you don't want to go too fast because then you gotta slow down and that burns fuel. You don't want to burn too much fuel while you're moving around. It will allow you to slow down time automatically as soon as the alarm goes on. Which is any second now. See? Went back to 1 times time. And we're going to go ahead and clear this. And turn this over. Switch over to docking controls. Select our target. We want to dock. Slow it down a little bit. us up. Thankfully, this game has only 2 axes of alignment right now. They might change that in the future, but we only have 2 axes of alignment. There we go. Just nice and easy. Now we're moving. And just, you want to line up these squares with these squares. And when you're close enough and you're in alignment, this will turn green and you can clip the clamp bucket. Not that big of a deal. There it goes. Got the clamps are now locked on. So we're now locked onto our first crack. You want to put your helmet on, turn your light on, and then go out into the airlock. This is a bad wreck. Can we... this is not good. Damaged floor. Can we patch that floor we got available? No. Alright, so this is a lost cause. Alright. Go to the nav station. Alright, nav station. Use nav station. It's a lost cause. Alright. If we had the parts to repair or replace the floors, we could get in there, but we don't, so there's nothing we can do. Back us up a little bit. And then go back to the nav controls. Let's go to this one. Let's go over here. And sometimes you want to tweak your turns just a little. Now we're going in the right direction, and we'll get to this next unit over here, and we'll take a look at this unit. This is the standard flow of the game. So you go out, yeah, find a wreck, yeah, try and salvage it, and you see what you can make out of it. Sometimes you make money, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you make stupid. I know, but I have got this turn thing going on. Oh my goodness. Alright. Okay. We'll just have to deal with the stupid alarm for the moment. That was a good save. Alright, let's kill the alarm. Sheesh. Damn. that was a little tense. Okay. That was a little intense. There we go. Now let's get there a little closer. I don't know if we're going to get to the station. I want to see what we can find here. Maybe we can find some gear. And dock. Alright, so let's do this again. Hopefully this one's a, what was it? There it is. I'm trying to remember what the key it was. If you ever get stuck, you can't figure out how to get back to yourself, it's home. So if you've scrolled off your character, the home key will take you back. So here we go. That is a pressure suit helmet, a pressure suit, an EVA battery. Fire extinguisher is not so useful. See what we can get to easily. Food pack. Take that. These are chairs. It's a bathroom. Okay, here's an NO2 tank. So we're going to right-click this and install the NO2 tank. The top bar is progress for the current phase. Bottom bar is total progress. And you can speed this up if you want. And then we can pick up the O2 tank. And we can move around. This is actually a floor or wall tile. What is this? Loose floor tile, loose wall tile. That's going to be useful. Air vents are useful as well. And it looks like there's nothing else here, really, other than a switch. Really? Alright, so let's try and repair this floor. Give it a chance to try and repair that floor and see if we can get in there. Because there's a few things in here that ain't useful. And do the repair work. Alright, so now we can get in here. We should be able to get this gas canister. No, damaged floor. And we want to uninstall that. I think that's everything here. And go to 16 and just be done with it. You'll find you spend most of your time doing level 16 time. It's the way it is. You almost always find yourself doing that. And grab ourselves that. And I think that's everything that's of value in this place. So then there's pressure sensors and whatnot, but we're not going to go through any of that. If you're doing a full strip out of the ship, then you would definitely want to do that. But we're just kind of doing a quick strip, and then we're going to go to Oleg and show you what the station looks like. Because we really want to do that. And turn us around. Face us. Towards Oleg. Put our timers up. And then we just speed on over. You can dock with other ships like this guy here. I could dock with him. And sometimes like cops will come say hi to you. And that can be sometimes stressful. Sometimes not. It depends on what you've been doing lately and if you're permitted. We are not currently permitted to salvage ships. We do not have our ship salvaging permit. So, if a cop was to approach us, we could be in trouble. The odds of it happening aren't very high, but it does happen occasionally. We are in proximity of the planet, not Oleg. Oleg's still a little too far out. If you don't know what all this is, you'll eventually learn. There we go. So, we're a little too fast. We need to turn this way. Come on, where is it? Come on, there it is. Jeez, people. Where's our airlock? So, now we're going to dock at the station. And we're going to we have the money, so we can buy our permit, which allows us to buy and sell things that I've salvaged at the station. But if you don't have a permit, so okay, you can read all that on your own time. This comes up every time you play a game. What? It's not accepting the OK button? Let's see if it actually works this time. Here we go. This time it actually loaded. It says this continue option didn't load for some reason last time. Yeah. It does happen. This game's got a lot of bugs in it. You gotta be careful. So as you're playing the game, I recommend to hit the save button often. I'm not going to on this particular save. The reason is because this particular save is one that I've been testing bugs with. And I don't want to, if you notice I have like 200,000 credits. And you don't want to do that. So you have a couple of different areas you can actually work. First, this is annoying. Every time you meet somebody new right now, they want to talk to you. So you have to deal with this right now. So I'm going to back off. See if I can get out of this conversation. No, back off. Leave conversation. Leave. Here we go. It's very annoying. So in the trade menu, you can sell stuff. So I can see if I can sell my garments. I'm not going to sell any of the rest of this because you normally need all that. But on the buy side, you can buy some equipment. And there is a buy terminal when you create your character. It often has like crates and crowbars and things like that. You want to buy a crowbar. You always want to do that. You always start with a drill, you start with a laser welder. Because you are a ship scrapper. If you start as something else, like there's other things in like the pirate and whatnot, you'll have different starting gear. So that's what the developers are saying. Though again, this isn't in yet, so we don't really know for sure what you get, but you'll have different starting gear. It's like combat isn't implemented yet, though there is talk of combat. So there is that. These are things you can buy. Fine, accept, exit. And over here is our license bin. The license info is really, everything in this game is really expensive. So like, you can buy a license for 24 hours for 5,000 credits. Occasionally, when you're in the field, you'll find a license. Sometimes it's expired, sometimes it's not useful. So, you can read through this. It's entertaining. But I bought my license, and I can go to trade. Right now, there is nothing here except what you sell to them. So, keep that in mind. I can't come here and buy, like, wall parts. Because that would make sense, you know, ship walls and floors. Unfortunately. You can sell anything you've got, and it's got a full list of everything you can sell to them. And if I go to the bar, this is the other part that's actually complete in the game, is the bar. If you go down here to this one? Yeah, this is the one that's complete. Like I said, they haven't worked in all the shops and whatnot. It's fine, it's fine. If you go to the bar, it's over here. There's a guy standing over here in the corner. Talk to this dude over here. You can trade with him. He's the only one you can trade with. This is our black market dealer. So we want to trade. But he's not going to let us do it right away. So I can try and charm him, I can try and threaten him. I'll use the manager contact. That usually gets us in. Okay. Can we trade yet? Was that enough? Not enough? Try law enforcement contact. I can't trade. That's bad. This guy doesn't like me. Okay, so now we've got him down to the desperate category. Maybe we can get into this guy. There we go, begin training. So we can buy an EVA helmet and a Hydra. These are the two things it has today. And his market changes, I think, daily. So every day you come to him, he will have different items. Same with the market downstairs, it adjusts every day. So it allows you to find out what you need, and so on. Honestly, there really is no point to coming to the black market dealer right now, except to sell off whatever materials you need, so you can buy a license and then go to the regular market and sell it to them. The reason I say that is, if you buy and sell from him, you pay more to buy it, and you make less to sell it, usually. Go to the main market, sell it off that way, make a lot of money. What this is, Ostranauts. It's a very interesting game. I do like it. It's a lot of fun. It's got its own challenges. It is still early access. It's not complete. There's still a lot the developers have to put into the game. So keep in mind. But in the future, I think this is going to be a really good game. So if you want to check it out, there's always links in the description. And have a good night.